An urgent radio call comes from the dispatcher to a Kentucky State Police cruiser about 5 miles south of the Ohio state line. The call informs the officer that there has been a robbery in which 3 people were shot in a small town in northern Kentucky. The male suspect fled the scene of the crime and is believed to have a small child traveling with him. But the identity of the suspect and the child are unconfirmed. An eyewitness reported the license plate and description of the car. Within minutes, a car matching the physical description flies past the cruiser at high speed. The law enforcement officer gives chase. It is possible but difficult to access data from the computer while in high-speed pursuit. The computer in the cruiser gives limited information because data transmission is slow and incomplete. The officer is relying on voice communication almost exclusively and is constrained from sending and receiving data outside his jurisdiction. The officer attempts to connect with Ohio law enforcement through a voice patch. However, it takes precious time to complete because of differing radio frequencies and limited uniform standards. Moments pass without adequate support. The officer realizes he will not be able to apprehend the suspect before he crosses into Ohio. The officer requests that the dispatcher notify Ohio Highway Patrol of the ongoing pursuit. Experience shows that the suspect has fair probability of escape. In this scenario, multiple states are involved, and their computer systems are not interoperable. The lack of interoperability among local, state, tribal, and federal governments continues to plague the work of many justice and public safety organizations. As the computer age has evolved, the public's expectation that information technology will support the critical functions of government has grown. The public expects the government to employ advanced technologies and information sharing techniques to ensure a safer community. It would be a great surprise to most of us that scenes out of TV shows and novels whose characters, at the push of a button, get criminal records, biometric identifiers, geographical maps, building plans, and any other information imaginable is not reality. This information is not, in fact, readily available to the public safety community today. Whether it is responding to natural disasters, preventing crimes in our neighborhoods, or dealing with terrorist activity, one thing is clear. The government's ability to do its job is dependent on its ability to share information across jurisdictional and agency boundaries quickly. Today, we describe this kind of access to information as interoperability. The good news is that with support from the federal government, many of our state, local, tribal, and federal organizations are now starting to employ information technology to support governmental interoperability. The vision for interoperability is driving many initiatives coming out of numerous agencies, including the United States Department of Justice, Department of Homeland Security, and the Office of Management and Budget. In time, interoperability will reach levels of sophistication only imagined in movies and fiction. There are technologies available today to enable such interoperability. XML, or Extensible Markup Language, is an important solution being utilized to aid government agencies in gluing together their information systems. Standardizing the exchange of data is the foundation of shared information, and XML is well suited to this task. XML allows disparate systems to interconnect and share data through a common language. Through XML, documents and electronic messages containing structured information can be written and read by humans and machines alike. As an emerging technology, XML is facing the tests that all innovations go through in order to determine its value, limitations, and sustainability. Modern business and government organizations are building this uncertainty and the likelihood of better solutions in the future into their business and information system designs. By separating business requirements from the technical commitments of particular solutions like XML, organizations will maintain the ability to migrate to new technical solutions more easily. For more information on designing organizations and information systems for maximum flexibility, see NASCIO's video series on enterprise architecture, now available at www.nascio.org. As part of its overall service to CIOs, NASCIO promotes the adoption of best practices in enterprise architecture. NASCIO recommends the adoption of enterprise architecture as an operating discipline for government organizations. And NASCIO envisions XML as a natural implementation choice that CIOs must understand as part of a solution architecture. Maintaining an enterprise view quickly drives the CIO toward common solutions and consistent communications. One area of potential concern with XML is the undisciplined proliferation of vocabularies among various lines of business that fail to keep interagency interoperability and inter-enterprise exchange in mind. The potential of XML is seriously constrained in environments that do not adopt a common vocabulary. The Department of Justice, through the Global Justice Information Sharing Initiative, has partnered with justice agencies across the country to develop the Global Justice XML data model. This effort is built on what was originally a justice community grassroots effort to develop a common vocabulary for a broader community that includes state, local, and tribal justice agencies, Department of Justice, Public Safety, and Homeland Security. The global data model provides a common vocabulary for communicating and exchanging justice information representing the business needs of the justice community throughout the country. This logical model is technology neutral, allowing implementation in a variety of technology choices. XML has emerged as a solution choice, receiving significant attention and investment within government and industry.